if I have a young person that will come into the community centre or email or ring up and say, I want to be a sex worker, I want to know how to do it, sometimes people don't do that first. They just get into the industry because, they're very tech savvy, and then things happen to them. And sometimes these things could be stuff around, sexual violence, and just knowing how to handle situations, and how do you get how to deal with things on the job. It's important to come in context like NZPC, where I work, where we can really talk frank to the person because we have the lived experience and just sort of break it down for them simply. In my experience, I've gone out to South Auckland schools with the consent of certain headmasters or through nurses at the school. Sometimes they don't even tell the principal that if they've got a young bunch of rangatahi young people who are queer or thinking about doing sex work, even Oranga Tamariki will ring me and say, I've got a rangatahi who is sex working online, could you come and have a chat with them? I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. I know from my own lived experience, like I was 14, I ran away from home and I came to the streets, and I come from a really good home, but for me, I'm like, I wanted to be a gangster. And so, and in the time where I grew up in Aotearoa, New Zealand, Pacifica youth, we were displaced because I grew up very influenced by what was happening in America. And in my youth, we had things like, Tongan Crip Gang and, or RSP, these probably kids going, what the heck is that? But I'm just saying, from my own lived experience, I'm pretty straight up the guts. So, I'm going to call a spade, and, and just say to young people, if you want to do this, if you make a decision to do this and you want to be safe, or if you're having sex for money or for free, one thing is that you've got to know about protection, and that's, sexual health, reproductive, using condom and lubes. The second thing is preventing pregnancy. And the other thing is preventing sexually transmitted infections, and if potentially you could get HIV, because there is, medication there that can prevent these things from happening. And the other thing would be, a lot of young people can go out there and do content that is really risky online. And what, like I would say, what you're doing now and 5 years down the road, you're not the same person. So I always just say that, is it about how many likes you want, or about how many, the viewers that you're going to get? But the thing is, I believe our young people are very talented, particularly in this generation, but it's moving too fast. And so moving fast, I wouldn't say moving too fast, but I always believe that they've got to make a very informed decision that is that keeps them safe.